What's up, guys? We are back with another Nintendo Direct. This time it's going to be a Nindie's showcase. I am very much looking forward to this. We're all set up. This is roughly the same setup we used for the last Direct. And this setup actually works really nicely. The last time we used it was kind of like a test run to see if it would work, because the whole concept here, or the whole premise here, is to get it to where YouTube's like auto scanning algorithm, or whatever the hell they use to determine if you have like Nintendo content in there. Uh, it's the whole thing was trying to make sure that that didn't happen, so I could put my reaction videos up, because a lot of my Nintendo reaction videos got taken down because Nintendo is very strict with who gets to comment on their stuff, which is, you know, I'm gonna try not to hold that against them, but they do have some very ridiculous policies in that regard. Um, but we tested this setup last time, and it worked perfectly. I didn't get any copyright strikes or anything like that. So this is just what we're gonna be using from now on for whenever we have a Nintendo Direct or anything we wanna react to. Now, I do want to say I do have Pokemon Go loaded right now, because I'm also going to try to get a trade with at least one viewer during this stream, just so I can get some progress on the Celebi quest, because one of the requirements is you have to trade with someone. So we're going to try to have that happen as well. There are cords in the description, as well as my friend code, if you are interested in trading with me in Pokemon Go. You can find that info in the description. That being said, the actual Direct is supposed to start in 10 minutes. So I figure 10 minutes is plenty of time for us to talk about what I hope to see out of this, and what I expect to see out of this. Obviously, from my setup, you can tell I'm expecting some news on Undertale. Uh, I'll be very surprised if Undertale doesn't get like any time at all during this showcase. That's going to be one of the big titles that everybody is going to be looking for. Obviously, there's other titles that are also important, but you know, Undertale's gonna be like one of the top five that everybody's gonna be hoping that we get more info on. So I'm expecting them to do some sort of announcement with Undertale today. It got announced for the Switch ages ago, but since then we haven't heard anything about it, so I'm expecting to hear some news about Undertale today. Um, Undertale is actually one of those games that like I've heard is really good. I've seen some gameplay of it. I have the general idea of what the game is, but I myself have never played it. So having it on the Switch, that's like the perfect, you know, excuse for me to go out and get it and play it, because it's one of those games that I actually never played. Um, so I look forward to getting it on the Switch, and if it's not too expensive, then I plan on getting it on the Switch. I think it should be like $30 or less. Um, if it's any more than $30, I'm probably gonna wait a little while. Uh, but that being said, I'm expecting to get some Undertale news. I'm expecting to get some news on some of the other indie titles that we have yet to see release dates for. So I'm expecting them just to be like, oh, here's a bunch of games that you don't have release dates for. Here's when they're coming out. They seem to be doing a lot of that. I'm expecting to get one or two games, maybe a few more, uh, that just get released today. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if they're like, hey, Undertale's out. Like, it's on the eShop now, go buy it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Nintendo has had, a bit of a track record recently of just dropping games, like, just out of nowhere. So I'm expecting we get like one or two games that nobody thought was gonna release today, and then be just kind of like hint hint nudge nudge that game's out today, go buy it. Yeah. So I'm expecting something like that to happen. I'm expecting to get a release date for Undertale. I think if it doesn't release today, we're at least gonna get a release date for it, which would be great. Um, I'm expecting that we get a couple new indie games that we didn't know about prior to this to be announced. And that's about it. But I'm hoping to see a release date for Undertale. I'm hoping to see some other indie games that we don't know about. Um, Maybe some. I'm trying to think of a couple good indie games that I played recently that I would like on the Switch. I'm kind of drawing a blank here, but I'm hoping we get some good stuff. Um, is Warframe considered an indie game? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'd have to look that up, but I don't know. I would like to see some news about Warframe as well. Even if it's not an indie game, like obviously if it's not an indie game, then it's not going to be shown today in the direct. But we need some more news on Warframe, man. I want to hear some more news on that shit. Um, Obviously I would like some more news on Smash Brothers as well. But again, that's not going to be happening today. That'd be something if like at the end of the direct they're like, oh yeah, here's some news about Smash Bros. Like that'd be crazy. I guess they could do that. There's no rules saying that they can't do that, but I'm not expecting that to happen. I'm expecting a release date for Undertale. I'm expecting them to release anywhere from like 1 to maybe 3 games today, just like out of nowhere. Be like, hey, these 3 games that y'all have been knowing about for a while, and we haven't given you a release date yet. Well, they're out today. Go buy them. I'm expecting that to happen. Um, Anywhere from 1 to 3 games for them to release today. I'm expecting that to happen, and I'm expecting release dates for a lot of the other games that we don't have release dates for yet. And maybe a handful of games that get announced that haven't been announced yet. I think it's safe to bet that's probably what we're going to get with this. But, yeah, so that being said, we have 4 minutes until this baby starts. But yeah, that's what I hope to see out of this. Again, if Undertale is like $30 or less, I'm definitely getting it like as soon as I possibly can. If it's any more than $30, I'm probably gonna wait till I can get it a little bit cheaper. Not that it's not worth that. It's just there's a lot of games on my list that I'm like, oh, I have to get this or I have to get that. So Undertale is on the priority list, but it's a bit lower on the list. So if it's more than $30, it's gonna wait a little while. I've already taken care of like our main priorities for like now until the end of the year, which was Dark Souls, Super Smash Brothers, and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I already pre-ordered all 3 of those. They're all already paid for, so I just have to wait for those to come out. And those were like the top three priorities as far as I'm concerned. Um, of course, there's a couple other games I would like to see. Blade Strangers. I would like to get a copy of that at some point. I know it's already out, or I believe it's already out. Is Blade Strangers already out? I think it is. Anyway, I would like to get a copy of Blade Strangers. I'd like to get a copy of the new Mega Man game, which is, I believe, coming out in October. And then I'd also like to get, like, Mega Man X Legacy Collection and all that stuff. Um, and then Undertale. So there's a bunch of games that I would like to get, but, like, my top three priorities, like, must-haves, I've already paid for them. They're already pre-ordered, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I want to get Morphe's Law as well. I know there's a lot of controversy over it right now. Some people are saying it's great. Other people are saying it's terrible. But I feel like I need to get it and try it for myself. It's a $20 title, so it's not like a $60 title. It's not like I'm dropping $60 and just hoping that it's good. $20 is still a lot to gamble, though, but I feel like it's one of those games that I've seen gameplay of it. I've seen people play it. I feel like it's a game that I would have fun with, even if it's not exactly where it needs to be right now. Plus, it could always get updates to improve it later on. So yeah, that being said, we should be going up in just 1 minute now. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're live. It's happening. It's happening. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that music makes me concerned. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Okay. Here we go.
As many of you know, we like to keep you updated on games you'll be able to play soon. So with summer winding down, it's time to check out some of the great indie games heading to Nintendo Switch.
Alright, you got my attention. What do we got?
Give a shout out to our friends at Nintendo of Europe who just released a video highlighting some of the great
Ooh, that looks good.
Gamescom.
Oh yeah, that was the direct that was only released in UK. I like how they mentioned that.
Okay, let's get into it. First up, set your engines for hyperspeed.
Ooh, this looks cool. Is this Hyper Light Drifter? Is that what this is? Yeah, that's what this game is. Okay, that's a really cool game. That is really cool. Okay, I'm hyped for that. That is hype. They're starting on a good note.
Check out this outfit. With this equipped, the drifter can better locate secrets like gear bit crates and
That's hype. I'm definitely getting that one.
including the crystal shot and the deadly blade caster, the reward for completing tower climb, which is
Those guys kind of look like Spectre Knight from Shovel Knight. I know it's not, but they kind of look like it.
Hyperlight Drifter Special Edition
September 6th.
pre-purchase today and launches on September 6th.
Alright, I'm definitely getting that one. They didn't say how much it was, but I'm assuming it's going to be like 20 bucks. Maybe like 30 for special edition. Hyper Light Drifter I'm definitely getting though. That's a good one. God, Hyper Light Drifter is going to be so good in portable mode. That's like perfect game for like going on a road trip. Alright, this is kind of interesting. I don't know what this game is. I'm not familiar with this one, but it looks interesting. Does it have online though? Because I noticed it said local multiplayer. Let's see. It looks very interesting. I feel like other people are gonna be really hyped for that. Like people who are familiar with it. I've heard of it before. I've never actually seen it before.
With simple controls, everyone can jump in, but only the fiercest friends can master the advanced mechanics and secure
What I need to know is, does it have online? Because I'm not gonna be able to get people to play locally.
which give you over 90 options to customize your multiplayer. Since this game is created by Matt Makes Games, we're pleased to announce a special characters that are joining the fray. Madeline and her reflection.
Oh, that's cool.
Together, they form one remarkable heroine in Celeste.
That is really cool. Celeste is one of those games I've been wanting to get for a while and just haven't gotten yet.
And is available for pre-purchase today.
It's on the priority list, but it's a little lower on the priority list.
Long shots, grappling hooks. These are a few of my favorite things. They're useful
Alright, I think I'm probably gonna pass on this one.
in case of treasure stack, falling blocks. Treasure stack has a
This looks kind of like a mobile game.
falling block puzzle formula by giving you control of a whimsical cast of heroes.
I mean, it looks interesting, but I'm not a fan of like the tile drop games.
Separate expert stackers
So I'm probably gonna pass on this one. The first two, I'm definitely, or Hyper Light Drifter, I'm definitely getting. The other one, Towerfall, I'm interested in, and I might try it out. This one I'm gonna pass on. Not saying it's a bad game, it's just not my kind of game, so I'm gonna pass on that one.
Zarbot is a charming arcade game about friendship amongst cubes. In the game's story mode,
This looks interesting.
Mustard's adventure through 9 worlds as they attempt to cheer up their best friend, fight evil bananas, dangerously frozen milk cartons, and make the ultimate birthday present. In versus mode,
This seems like a very odd game.
5
It looks good though.
over a dozen handcrafted origami thunderdomes. Play with or against your friends, crashing through destructible walls and duking it out with missiles and lasers. And exclusively for Nintendo Switch, play
Oh.
Joybot, an enemy spawner controlled with a single Joy-Con. Use
That's
both
pretty
controllers
cool.
to move Joybot around the map, challenging other players to take you down. Zarbot launches first on Nintendo Switch this October.
That seems like an interesting game. Not necessarily a must-have in my opinion.
First on Nintendo Switch.
Wait, what'd he say? I missed it. Oh my god, look at this. The art style looks really nice. I like the art style of this one. Yeah, this looks really nice. I'm trying to think of what game this reminds me of. It reminds me of something, but I'm not sure what it is. Just the art style, not the actual gameplay. The art style of that looks really nice.
I've been thinking about raising cats, racing cats, and most incriminating of all, petting cats. And thanks to Mineko's Night Market coming first to Nintendo Switch, I can do all that and more. You play as Mineko, a curious girl who just arrived at her new home on a Japanese-inspired island at the base of Mount Fuku.
Okay.
Mineko's Night Market boasts over 20 hours of story-based gameplay, including 4 regions to explore, diverse villagers to meet, quests to undertake, and activities like sewing and woodworking to keep you busy and in business at the weekly night market. And most
That
importantly,
seems really interesting. That I might be willing to check that one out.
a cat named Abe that the locals worship. Well, they believe he's a myth. Mineko's Night Market is open for business in early 2019.
I might be willing to check that one out. The art style kind of has me won over.
A golem, a samurai knight, and a homeless Nintendo Metropolis on the brink of crisis and discover the mystery behind Gun City's ghostly threat. A mad emperor pushes to
Huh.
expand the city at a ridiculous pace.
Yeah, I
Unpredictable
might
gun
pass
violence
on this
is
one.
on the rise, and old spirits are creeping back into the world. Take a break from Gun City and battle with a group of up to 4 friends in a classic versus mode. Now with improved controls, new levels,
I don't
and
know.
new
I might try it
characters.
out.
Armed with a sword, a
I'll
gun, and
probably
3
pass
bullets
on
for
this
life,
one though.
hone your reflexes to dodge an impending doom and send your opponent's heads rolling. You can also enjoy Trigger Soul, the samurai gun graphic novel by French comic artist Valentin Seche, with smooth touch controls exclusively for the Nintendo Switch version. Samurai Gun 2 will release in early 2019.
That's pretty interesting.
Don't talk to strangers is a rule we learn as children, but after nuclear fallout, some precautions go out the window. In Bullet Age, take on the role of Ash and a mysterious stranger on a quest to save New Haven after Evil Ark's mutagen blast changes it forever. Bullet Age is
Those
a
boss
perfect
fights
action
look
game with
pretty
a mix of
pretty
sword
interesting.
and gun
Why has
combat,
everything gone
challenging
blurry?
platforming, and a charming cartoon art
Everything's
style.
kind of gone blurry.
Explore
Hopefully
worlds
that
and
doesn't show up
multiple
for you
continents,
guys.
upgrade your weapons with unique bullet types, and learn new abilities to help you survive the decimated wasteland. And thanks to HD Rumble, you can feel your attacks and combos gaining strength and locate hidden secrets.
That's pretty cool.
Bullet Age launches as a console exclusive for Nintendo Switch this November.
Console exclusive as well. Okay.
The World Next Door is a story-driven game that follows June, a rebellious
Alright, the
teenager
art style of
who's
this
terribly
already has me
inhabited by magical
interested.
creatures. You will meet and develop friendships with an eclectic cast of characters by means of a reputation system.
Where's
which features
Undertale,
branching
man?
dialogue based on your choices. Advance the story by defeating your opponents in fast-paced, real-time puzzle battles.
I'm
by
really
activating
expecting
moves
them
and
to
cast
drop
spells.
Undertale
There will
somewhere.
also be a local 1v1 versus mode where you can face off in puzzle battles. You can unlock new levels and characters to play as in the story mode. Drop by the World Next Door in early 2000.
So far, I've seen like 1 that I must have and 2 that I'm interested in trying.
For level building? Well, then Levelhead is perfect for you. Levelhead. Run, puzzle, jump, kick, poke, and shrug. Across trillions of levels handcrafted by players just like you. Build the level of your dreams. And
Ooh, okay, so it's like...
Levelhead's maker is so slick it'll make you fall.
Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. My power went out. The power just now came back on. So, I do apologize for that. The power went out. I haven't watched the rest of the Direct yet. I found the archive of the Direct on YouTube, and I fast-forwarded it to about where we left off. So I still haven't seen the rest of it. I still don't know what happens. So this is still my genuine reaction to the Direct. It's just... what is it, like... let me check the time real quick. It's like an hour after the Direct's already ended. So, I apologize for that, but there's nothing I could do about it. My power went out. If I had an uninterruptible power supply, which is actually a thing that exists, essentially it's a giant battery that you plug everything into, and then you plug the battery to the wall. And then if your power goes out, the battery kicks in and it still supplies power to the rest of your gear. If I had one of those, then we would have been fine. But those, to get one that would run my computer, all my monitors, and my network, you're looking at like $200. So that is something I want to invest in the future, but that's long-term goals. But anyway, we're back. This is roughly where we left off before the power went out. They're going over this game called Levelhead, which is kind of like a Mario Maker thing, but it's not Mario Maker. You know, that's what I was saying before the power went out. It's Mario Maker, but without Mario. But here we go. Speaking of which, we need Mario Maker for Switch. Alright. Hold on. I'm gonna turn down the volume just a little bit, just in case of audio copyright. All right, here we go.
Then warm up your glutes. Grab up
Oh,
3 of your friends for some couch co-op action. And if
oh, it's a co-op game.
maker with everyone at once. Hungry for
Okay, that changes everything. I'm getting this.
plunge into the level
I'm getting this.
players can play following
It's Mario Maker without Mario, but it has 4-player co-op.
about building sharing level is life just a game about building and sharing. Well, I do. Yeah. Just make some levels and quit being weird about it. Level.
Okay, I'm definitely getting that one. I'm definitely getting that one.
Skills with level head.
November. My birthday's in November. Perfect.
Hold on to your hat because in this next game,
Alright, I'm definitely getting Levelhead. Levelhead and Hyper Light Drifter are like 2 must-haves for me.
hat-based party game. Matches are short and action-packed, perfect to play on the couch or on the go.
Oh my god, look how cute that little guy is.
Simple to
I want a meme of that guy. Zoom in on his face and just, like,
become team.
add, like, text that's, like, horrible. Like, I just slaughtered an entire family or something. Just something that completely contrasts to his smiley face. You can play as a fucking washing machine. Okay.
King of the Hat heads out in early 2019.
Alright, so that's 2019. That's a ways away. Okay.
I'm no biologist, but I'm pretty sure geese are at the top of the food chain.
Oh, the art style looks nice.
Part still, part sandbox, and all
The art style of this looks really
focuses on
nice.
the slapstick humor
It's
as
very
you play the role of
simplistic. I like that.
Horrible Goose. Your goal, should you choose to accept it,
Oh god, the puns. Okay.
take on challenges
This
like
actually looks interesting. This is like,
generally causing chaos in the lives of the townsfolk. The Goose's
I don't know why, but I get a Goat Simulator vibe from that.
Want some more games to add to your wish list? Let's take a sneak peek at some of the other exciting indie games coming to Nintendo Switch later this year.
Okay. Alright, oh, Undertale! We saw Undertale, okay. Alright, so they're just gonna blast him. Okay, Desert Child. Looks nice. Wasteland 2 Director's Cut. Bastion. Let's see, The Messenger. The Messenger is one people have been waiting for a while. September 18th! September 18th for Undertale, okay. That's not that far away. That's like what, like 2 weeks from now? Something like that? Alright, Dragon Mark for Death. Light Fingers. Ooh, Light Fingers is one I've been waiting for a while. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it, but it was definitely one I was interested in.
Alright. That's just a slice of the awesome indie content
Alright, so is that it?
on Nintendo Switch in the months ahead. To keep tabs on it all, we've got your back with a news flash. If you're hungry for indie updates, we're launching a new channel on your Nintendo Switch system dedicated specifically to indie games. It brings
Okay, that's cool.
in-depth Q&As, developer
That's
stories,
really cool.
and indie games are all about
Nintendo's support of indie games has been huge recently, and I very much like it. I like what they're doing with it.
From all of us at Nintendo, we would like to thank our talented indie game developers for bringing their content to Nintendo Switch. And thanks to all of you for tuning in today and supporting indie games. Hold on.
Oh,
It seems we have one more announcement before we go.
is this gonna be the game they're dropping today? They're gonna drop at least one game today. It's gonna happen. They've done that at like every direct so far this year. I'm predicting it now. This game's gonna be out today. This game looks really cool, actually. It looks like it's a point and click, but I might actually be interested in this one. This looks cool. Into the Breach. Available today! I fucking called it! I fucking called it. Okay. That one looks cool. Okay, so I think... Okay, so that's all she wrote for that. But I think there were three in there that I was like I must have. Hyperlight Drifter, Level Head, and Into the Breach. Those are like the three must-haves for me, and of course Undertale as well. But like, so four must-haves in my opinion. For me, that might change for other people, but for me, there were four on there that I'm like I must have. There were a couple that I would be interested in trying out. Uh, Miko's Midnight Market or whatever the fuck it's called. That one, just art style alone, has me very interested. Plus, it's got cats. Who doesn't like cats? A lot of people actually, but there's also a lot of people who love cats. So it's 50-50. I think I'm definitely gonna try that one out if the price is right, or if they have a demo. Um, but yeah, so there were a lot of things on here I'd be interested to try out. Hyperlight Drifter, Level Head, Into the Breach, and Undertale are like the four that me personally I must have those. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get them on launch day because Undertale's right around the corner, and I'm fucking broke right now. So probably not gonna get some of these on launch day. I do have Dark Souls remastered for Switch, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which are all already paid for, and we will be doing those on launch day. Uh, I don't know about these though, because right now I'm fucking broke, and a lot of these are going to be coming out really soon, which is great. Which is great. The more games, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Again, I'm sorry about the power outage. If I ever get like a bigger budget for this setup, because yeah, if I ever have the money to do it, I would like to get an uninterruptible power supply so that in the event that the power goes out, we can still be doing whatever it is we're doing. Like I said, to get one that would run my entire setup would be like $200. So that's a pretty heavy investment. That would technically be the most, like, the largest purchase I've ever made for the channel. Um, Unless you count the Nintendo Switch as a purchase for the channel. Um, Even if I wasn't doing the channel, I still would have bought a Switch anyway, so I guess that doesn't really count. Um, the closest thing I to that we've spent for the channel was like $130 for a new GPU so we can have smoother live streams and our PC games will run a little bit better. But yeah, so if we do get one of those, it'll be the largest purchase I've ever made for the channel. Because I have no use for one of those outside of the channel. I do plan on getting one eventually. I don't know when, but eventually I would like to get one of those. But yeah, so we had a lot of great announcements here. The entire direct was what, like 15 minutes? It was really short. It was really short. I was expecting at least 30. But we got a lot of good stuff in there. There's some of this stuff that I'm gonna have to kind of, you know, rewatch and kind of focus on a bit more in case I missed like any hidden gems in there. But there were definitely a handful of titles that I'm definitely interested in, which is great because some of the past directs we've had, um, especially the indie ones, they've announced things that's like I don't really care. Um, so to have one They're or not necessarily directs, but like whenever they have like a weekly update where it's like here's a bunch of games that are gonna be coming soon. It's like a lot of those I didn't really interest me. So to be able to see this and have a handful of games that I'm gonna be really interested in, that's great. That's absolutely great. I'm looking forward to some of these games, and I don't know. Let me know what you guys thought. But I'm looking forward to some of these games. We unfortunately didn't get the Pokemon Go trade today that I was hoping I would get during the direct because of the power outage. Um, but you know, maybe we can get one later. That's not high priority. I actually have a friend of mine on Go that I'm about to hit Ultra Friends with, and it's someone that I know in real life. I can actually go and meet up with them. Um, and I'm supposed to be getting a Mewtwo from them in a trade to finish my Kanto decks. I don't know what they want for the Mewtwo, but that's supposed to happen. Um, so maybe like next community day. I think by then we'll probably hit Ultra Friends. So maybe I'll meet up with them for community day and do the Mewtwo trade. Um, but yeah, anyway, this direct was really good. It was really short. They kind of brushed over Undertale, which I wasn't expecting that to happen. Undertale got what, like maybe 20 seconds of gameplay or of screen time. If that, like I was really expecting Undertale was gonna be like one of the main focuses of this, but I guess I was wrong. It was in there, and we did get a release date, which is what I was expecting to happen. But I thought they would spend a little bit more time. Obviously, they wouldn't spend the entire direct on Undertale. Um, but I thought Undertale would get a little bit more screen time than what it did. Um, but it was still there. We have a release date for it now, so that's great. And it was what, like September 16th, September 18th? That's that's what, like 3 weeks from now? I think that would be about 3 weeks from now. So that's pretty crazy. Um so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Um But yeah, they got a lot of good stuff that was announced here. Level Head looks like it's going to be really interesting. I hope. I don't think they mentioned it. We can actually go back since we have the recording here. I don't think they mentioned it, but I hope it has online multiplayer. I'm gonna listen real quick because I wanna see if they mention anything about online multiplayer. All right. Couch co-op action. Okay, so that implies that it's local multiplayer. Something like this would really benefit from online multiplayer, which we don't know if it's gonna have that. I'm gonna assume that it is, because it would seem kind of silly not to have it. This definitely looks like a game I'm going to be interested in, though. I hope it has online multiplayer and not just local multiplayer, because that's going to be like a big determining factor of whether or not I get it. I'm probably still going to get it regardless, but I would definitely enjoy it more if it had online multiplayer. So they didn't mention anything about online multiplayer there, but they didn't say it didn't have it, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, that's going to I think that is pretty much gonna end here. So yeah, that's about it. Sorry for the power outage. I'm gonna try to do another live stream today. I don't know if I'll be able to because of the power outage. We're pushed way later in the day than I thought we were gonna be. By the time I edit this and put it up. Um, but yeah, thank all you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and become one of the ground babies. And I'll see all you guys next time. Goodbye, guys.